Good morning everyone and welcome back to Life's a Cycle. I am just pulled up outside my mate's house and going to do some work on my new bike. I'm going to cut the steerer down a little bit. So he's got the proper saw and saw guide, so he's going to do it. I'm not going to bother. I've done them before, but I'm just not going to do it yet. So he's just coming, but yeah. This could be interesting. He's never been on camera before, I don't think. So he's going to go one of two ways. He's either going to be very, very nervous, or he's going to be extremely yeah, let's just get on and see. Hello.
Hello.
And this is Keith.
Hello.
All right, so we've got this steerer tube we've got to cut down. Got to take about 10 mil off. And you can see the colour of my new bike. I'm not going to show you it all, but some of it. So this is just like a sneaky little preview. Anyway, let's get round there. Alright, so we're just in Keith's workshop now. He's going to explain what he's going to be doing. I'll hand it over to Keith. He's better off doing it, not me. Alright Keith, yeah. Off you go mate.
Okay, so what I've got Ian's forks clamped into the steering tube clamp. With the one I've got, you need to be able to take the forks out and clamp onto the main tube. You can't just take a bit off the top with them. You need to be clamped on the tube to be able to get that precise cut. Right, here we go.
Go on then. And tell me a bit about this saw. So that's a special blade, isn't it?
So the actual saw is a cheap one. You can get anywhere. But this one's actually got a Park Tool carbon fibre blade.
Other makes are available.
And it hasn't got like teeth like a standard saw. It just looks a bit like sandpaper.
I can't really get the focus on that very well because it's just too small. But basically it's like a carbide saw, isn't it?
Yeah.
So basically it's something like you could use on like tiles and stuff like that. It's the same sort of material that's used on tile saws and stuff, but it's a lot thinner. A lot slimmer. And this is the big ass saw guide. This is a huge industrial looking thing, Keith. I've never seen one quite so big.
Thank you. This one's actually got two guides on it. So it's got one for a standard saw blade, a standard steel saw blade, and then it's got a larger one for the carbon fibre one that gives it a bit more room.
Right. Saw away then, mate. Okay. I hope I've got some steerer left at the end of this.
Okay, so I'm just going to touch it just to make sure that we're going to take it where we want it. It's a little bit much, that, I'd say.
Oh, that looks good to me, mate,
yeah.
to be honest.
You happy with that?
I think so, it looks good to me.
There's your mark. And he is on it.
Yeah,
he's on
that's good to go. That is good to go. And that is that.
Done. I'll tidy that up with a bit of sandpaper.
Yeah.
Finished.
Okay, nice one. Okay guys, I'm back from Keith's house now. So I've put the forks back in and everything's good. So one last thing I've got to do is introduce you to the new bike. And she's just over there. So just going to turn this camera around and then I'll show you. Yep, and here she is. This is the new one. Specialised tarmac. 105 group set on it, and it's got a very nice Praxis Alba chain set, which I'm probably going to take off anyway. All the 105 stuff has come off. I've started messing around with it. It's not standard. Wheels aren't standard, obviously. It's my carbon clinchers. It's got the Adidas seat post in there, S-Works seat zip stem, lizard skin bar tape, and Dura Ace brake. So it's not standard by any means. But let's get out and ride it like you stole it. I'm desperate to get out on this now, so let's get on the bike and ride it. Okay guys, so I'm 10 miles in and this is my first initial impressions of the Specialized Tarmac Sport 2017. Well, it's pretty smooth but very stiff in the bottom bracket area and steerer area. It's pretty precise on the steering. I quite like it, to be honest. I'm still used to the CAD 10, so this is just my initial impressions. It wants to go. It's pretty fast on the flats. I mean, back there on the flat, I was doing 28 mile an hour. I was absolutely storming. Head down on the drops, going at 28 mile an hour. It's pretty good. So it's definitely better than the CAD 10, but there ain't a lot in it. The CAD 10 isn't quite as stiff as this, and this is definitely faster, but I love it. The colour is absolutely amazing. When the sun hits it, it really pops. I'm surprised I can't see it from space. It's that bright. And that's a good thing, because that means people can see you. Got a bright bike, motorists can see you. But it's really good. I can't comment too much on it though, because it's too early to say. But initial thoughts is very good. I got the carbon wheels on, turbo cotton tyres, and it's absolutely flying along. Really stiff, really comfortable too. Alright guys, I've just come back from the ride and it went pretty well. There was a bit of a side wind coming on which did affect the performance a little bit, but I did feel it in the carbon wheels, because there are 60mm carbon wheels on there on the tarmac, and I did notice it on the frame slightly as well, because the tubes on the tarmac are really fat, you know, and that obviously you will notice a bit of wind on there, side wind especially, not so much a headwind or, you know, trailing wind, but definitely on the side wind you will notice it slightly. I'm going to try it again though with normal alloy wheels. I've got some good alloy wheels in the shed that I'm going to stick on, and I'm going to give it another test just to see how it goes with the aluminium rims. But in all, it was a very good ride. Chilly though, absolutely bloody chilly. My feet are like ice, and I'm going to go in and then I'm going to get a coffee in a minute, and I'm going to fire that down me and warm myself up and get something to eat. So on the whole, I think it was a very positive test. Loved the bike. I'm going to do a test though against the tarmac and the CAD 10, and we're going to see how they both perform. I'm going to try and get one of my mates out, and he's going to go on the CAD 10, I'm going to go on the tarmac, and then we're going to do a swap, and then we'll see what we say together is, you know, what it is. What I'm saying is, like, whether the CAD 10's better, whether the tarmac's better. Well, we'll do a test anyway eventually. I can't wait to get the Dura Ace on and all that, and that will lighten it up considerably, because the CAD 10 is slightly lighter, I would say, but that's because it's got Dura-Ace on it, so we stick with Dura-Ace on them and we'll weigh it and see which one's lighter. One Holt, love it, fantastic bike, fast, stiff, comfortable, yeah, it's everything you could want really. I mean, there are probably better bikes out there, but you're going to be paying a lot more from what you're paying for that, which I think is about 1,300 quid. You know, that's a fantastic price. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow we're going to get out and do another ride on the tarmac. I'm going to change the wheels over. I'm going to put some aluminium wheels. I think they're Fulcrum Racing 3s. I'm going to stick those on there and see how we go again. But until tomorrow, I'll see you later. Bye.